poppin'? It's your girl K Rod the old. You already know what that shit do. Keep in mind that these messages are general, so if it doesn't apply, let it fly. Catch me next one. Hopefully it sticks, okay? So collective, again, happy Valentine's Day, okay? I did a reading for y'all earlier, not too long ago, titled Lord Please Save Her For Me. And I truthfully thought that I was done for tonight until I was scrolling and I heard that Beyonce song Halo, and it was just like message. I was just like, okay, I guess I can spoil collective tonight with two reads. Now, speaking of spoil, I do feel like whoever is in your energy currently may want to spoil you, okay? And the reason why, this is given like earth angel energy when it comes to you, collective, is given very much so temperance, okay? And temperance is Sagittarius, so Sag energy is heavily in the read. Hey, Zion. Hey, so fam. So I was like, okay. Now, when it came, as I was done with that reading that I just did, the last live, I was getting that for some of y'all, when it comes to that reading, it could very much so be two different people. But I just clearly heard, like, for the mass majority of you guys, that could be one person. It could be one person that was like that player energy that turned into a divine masculine, okay? So I don't know what's gonna pop up in this reading, but fact of the matter is, collective, somebody sees your halo. Okay, somebody feels like you are God sent. I'm hearing that Keisha Cole song, sent from heaven. I wanna be the one your heart is sent from. Somebody just feels like your heart is very pure. Okay, like it's making me think of, you know how some people go and they get their aura read and it brings up like different colors or something like that. Somebody that could be a confirmation for someone. Maybe someone recently got their aura read or something like that. But the two songs that I got for this download was, of course, Halo by Beyonce, right? So we're going to break that down because I had to look it up. I brought my handy dandy notebook, okay? Speaking of that, like, I don't know, maybe somebody is trying to like figure out some clues when it comes to you, but also too with that energy, with the magnifying glass and everything, like aside from love, you got a whole bunch of people that be in your fucking business. Like, these are people, like, say you post something, like they're just looking at every fucking thing with the microscope when it comes to you. Like, not only do your haters be like this, but I mean, whoever this love interest is, they are the same way. So maybe they be trying to peep. If you know you posting that dinner picture, do you got a man hand up in that bitch or something? I don't know. Did you post a wrist or something? Like, what did you do? But anywho, because you got a lot of people keyed in on you, okay? Hey, Bink, you got a whole lot of people watching you. But it's one person in particular that does not just see that, like, they see you. They see your heart, they see the person that you are. And it just, whatever they're seeing, it just makes however they felt about you 10 times more intense, okay? So when it comes to the song Halo, right? You know how she started off and she'd be like, remember those walls I built? Well, baby, they're tumbling down. And they didn't even put up a fight. They didn't even make a sound. With that song, when I had looked it up as far as like the lyrics, right? So this is somebody who, when it came to Love Collective, they intentionally built a barrier around their heart, okay? And somehow, some way, you done found the way to maneuver inside that heart on the real, okay? And yeah, you done penetrated this person, their heart space. So when I had looked up Beyonce Halo, it says it's a powerful um, ballad. Why does it make me think of billiards? Somebody could like to play pool. Instantly, when I seen that word, I don't know why that came to mind. And then I was driving earlier, And then I seen that there's the Billards down the street from where I'm at, and I was like, oh, that's dope. I didn't go in, but I was like, oh, that's cool. But anywho, somebody could like to play pool. And it said that it says it's a power ballad about overcoming fear of vulnerability to embrace a new transformative love that feels angelic and protective. Okay, so this is somebody who, again, they just feel like you are like this angel sent from heaven. Like they've never really met anybody that is like you, collective. And because of that, because this person sees your soul, they see your spirit, they see your aura, it makes this person want to protect you by all means. Okay? Hey, Paul, welcome in, Soul Fan, welcome in. So it says it signifies breaking down emotional walls, viewing a partner as a saving grace, or according to Wikipedia, it says a source of light and finding security in that relationship. Okay? So when it comes to this person, they may have like their own sense of insecurities that maybe they don't voice, or maybe they're not aware of it. I feel like maybe some of these insecurities came when they met you. You know what I'm saying? It made them look at themselves in a certain type of way, as far as like, well, damn, what is it that I need to work on myself in order to be able to maintain or keep this angel around me, right? So, um, in the lyrics, in the beginning, right, she says, remember those walls I built, well, maybe they're tumbling down, symbolizes the dismantling of personal defenses about after being hurt in the past. Okay, so the reason why this person intentionally made these barricades around their heart is because at one point in time, collective, they have experienced love, or what they may have thought was love, that ended up hurting them. You know what I'm saying? Leaving a bad taste in their mouth. Furthermore, leading them to protect it in the way that they do, right? So, as far as saving grace, the partner is seen as protective, divine figure who saves the singer from emotional despair. So, this is somebody who like wants to be your knight in shining armor, okay, collective? And the reason being, which leads me into the second song that I had got, was it was by SZA, and it's called Nobody Gets Me. Because after I played Halo, that was the very next song that came on. So I was like, it makes sense. Like, whoever this person is, because in the SZA song, she'd be like, nobody gets me like you. Like, compared to all the people that maybe this person may have dated, been in relationships with, or whatever the case may be there, they feel as though it's something about you, like, that understands them on a deeper level than they have ever let anybody understand them in. You know what I'm saying? Or I feel like you just understand them in a way in which, like, you may not even know that you are resonating with them in a way that maybe they've never even talked about, right? So in that song, it says it's a raw emotional ballad. Explain. Somebody could like to bowl, because that word came up again. Bowl or play pool, something like that. A raw emotion ballad explaining the intense, isolating pain of a post-breakup, highlighting the feeling that only one person truly understands her. It centers on the difficulties of letting go of a former partner who was a quote-unquote rock, while grappling the loneliness and the vulnerability of being misunderstood, right? So it's like maybe this person, whoever they were with or in love with at one point in time, like, it's making me think of, I feel like it could have been very combative, very argumentative. Because you know how people say, like, some people only listen to respond instead of listen to understand. Like, with you, I feel like, again, you just understand this person on a deeper level than whoever it is that they could have found themselves dating in the past, okay? But, and they see that halo around you, collective, okay? So let's see, let's dive into it. So it says you deserve love. It says you are lovable, okay? Yeah. Based off of, like, and this is the thing, even just speaking of Valentine's Day, right? I feel like when this person met you, it was intentional. Because like I always say, we don't just meet people by coincidence. It's for a reason. It's either a reason or a season. Okay? But when it comes to you, they feel like you are a very lovable person. Like you are not somebody that wants to be combative or argumentative with them or wants to put them down or, you know, this person expresses how they feel and then you don't take any of that into consideration as to why they are the person that they are, right? So because of this, because you are this nurturing and caring type of person just by nature, this person feels like you deserve like the best love. I feel like the best version of them. Okay, so this is somebody who could be doing some type of inner work. All right. So we got finances and career too. It says financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Um, this could be into as far as somebody's profession. Okay, what they do to get finances or something like that. Um, and you know, when you hold like this angel energy, you kind of go by the book. You kind of like do things the right way, right? So, like, I don't know, maybe this could be somebody who doesn't necessarily do things the right way when it comes to getting finances and things like that. But trust and believe, like with your type of energy, or just again, how pure heart of a person that you are, you make this person want to think about having a career or go back to school or, you know, go achieve certain goals. Excuse me. So they can be able to provide for you in a legit way, you know? Um, I feel like the people that they dated before, they didn't mind the way in which this person could have made money or shit like that, right? As long as they got they cut, as long as they bought them something and did something like that. But I feel like you care about this person's well-being. You care about the long term just as much as I feel like this person can see the long term with you. Okay? So they're like, if I plan on wanting to try and keep this person around, you know what I'm saying, very soon, they're like, I gotta do something. I gotta get that money by tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do something. All right. So it says clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Okay. So very soon you may be hearing from this person or they may be expressing to you however they may feel. And romantic feelings came out. Okay. This was in the last live that I did, titled Lord Please Save Her For Me. Because yeah, this could very much so be that same person, okay, that's trying to make a change when it comes to you. Because like, this is somebody collective that does not want to. Because even in that song, Nobody Gets Me, when she says, I don't want to see you with nobody but me. Nobody gets me like you. Like, they don't want to see you with nobody else. Okay? They feel like I'm getting money long. You were made for them, okay? They feel like you was made for them. So they gonna be like, okay, so what I gotta do so I can get you by tomorrow? What I gotta do? Okay? So let's see. I haven't used my Kipper deck in a long time, and at first I wasn't gonna use it. I was gonna use my Wisdom Oracle deck, but I don't know. This one just kept pulling towards me, so we're gonna see what comes out. Okay, so we got courtship. This is somebody it's like a whole 360 that this person is doing when it comes to you, the approach of you. And if you look closely, look how like he's holding her hand and how she's looking like, yep, heard it all before. Baby this, baby that, but your lies ain't working now. It's like, I don't know, maybe this person in the past has given you some type of false hope when it came to courting you or wanting to be intentional with you. And knowing that, you know that you deserve love and you know that you got it to give. So if somebody doesn't want to give it to you, then, you know what I'm saying? Why stick around? At first it could have just been a sexual thing because I'm hearing, baby, if you give it to me, I give it to you. As long as you I got it, baby, if you give it to me, I give it to you. So, yeah. You may have already crossed the line when it came to this person, but with romantic feelings here, it's much deeper than that, collective. It's much deeper than that. Maybe this is just based off of how they have led with other relationships. It could have just been on a sexual basis, and it wasn't really much other than that. But, you know, after they have experienced you and your energy, it was different. You know, this person is like, okay, I may have been playing those games before. I may have led you to think that it was just this. But, like, whoever this person is, they want to give you, like, the world, okay? That's why they focus on their finances and career right now, because they feel like that's affecting the relationship. Like, they're trying to get their ducks in a row, and so that not only can they be good by themselves, but also be able to supply and provide things for you and what they see with you, okay? What else? Yeah, because they definitely want a child with you. This is somebody who would, like, specifically want a daughter. They would definitely want a daughter. Or if this is somebody who, like, wants a son, this is somebody who would get a daughter. But this would be the reason behind this is what I'm hearing is because, like, based off of how this masculine energy here may have went about treating women in the past, by them having a daughter, it is going to cause them to set the tone and the standard for the type of man that they would want their own daughter to date. You know what I'm saying? If this person is still operating in ways that they know that in the past they have treated women, and you know, you wouldn't want that to be reflected in how your daughter accepts love, right? So I heavily feel like this is what could be stressing this person out, because with this 18 breaking down to a 9, it instantly made me think of the 9 of Swords. You know, like, at the end of the day, this person can go and do whatever it is that they doing to make their finances or whatever, but when they lay their head down at night, I feel like it's like regret there. It's like, man, or not a little regret, but more so like, I need to make changes. Like, I need to do things differently if I plan on having a family, if I plan on wanting a wife. Like, you know, you are the person that has set the bar in their life and in their heart that makes them want to, like, be a better person. So that's a pretty high pedestal that this person has set. Oh, shit. Marriage. You set the bar. Look at that mature woman at the bottom of the deck, because this is somebody that feels like, I don't know if you could be older than this person, or I feel like you can be younger than them, actually, but you're very mature for your age. Like, they could have dealt with people who were older than you that still is operating like they in goddamn high school or shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. But this person definitely wants to, they feel like y'all work well together. When I see this 3, it made me think of the 3 of Pentacles. Okay, now you could be somebody too that has a lot going for yourself. With this 6 at the top, it made me think of the 6 of Wands. Okay, so that speaks a lot about, like, being recognized for whatever it is that you do for work. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that is what they stress or think about as well, because, like, where on your end you're getting recognized for doing good things in life and, you know, getting your finances and your businesses or whatever a legit way in comparison to them. You know, like, this is somebody who wants to compliment you. So, like, they also want to do something substantial in order for them to get recognition about going about getting finances the right way as well. You know what I'm saying? Or making a name or a brand for themselves. So, you know, even if you are younger than this person and they're older than you, you're teaching them a lot. You're teaching them a lot. Because trust me, like, the people that they've dealt with kind of enabled this person. I mean, like, you can only enable yourself, but it added to the enableness when it came to how they were used to living their life before. Okay, so let's see, past life. You and this person got a lot in common. It made me think of what's that song? It's by Common too. Come close to the air. What's it without you? Cause what he say? And I met you in the past life. I want you to be my And it was so cute though, because if you go back to that video, like I guess the girl was deaf, so he created like these cards, these like big cards, whatever. He stood outside her window and was flipping through the cards, like, you know, singing to her and stuff. And he was like, I want you to have my last name. Come close to me. So yeah, it says deja vu, repeated patterns, karmic lessons. Like, before you came into this person's life, collective, they felt like they were getting in contact with different people, but the same like personalities or the same heart spaces, just different faces. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they repeatedly went through cycles that did not end well for them, you know? So with this stressing that I feel like this person is doing at night, is a lot of reflection when it comes to that. Like, I do feel like this person is willing to leave their past life behind in order to make a better one when it comes to being with you, you know, especially if they plan on putting a ring on it. Okay, they can't come in your life navigating in the way that's going to rub off on you, that is not good for you, especially when you're doing a lot of good things for yourself by yourself. Okay, so we got clarity here. It's like, I'm hearing, I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. Okay, it says truth, intentions, honesty. Okay, so this is somebody, collective, they want to put some things out on a table. Okay, somebody could be into photography. Somebody could be looking at your picture, seeing this camera here. It's like when they see you, I'm telling you, like, they can just see that. They could just see your aura. Like, they can, yeah, they see it, collective. They see it. They definitely see that you are somebody that was specifically sent for them. And they know this because out of all the people that they came across, it was not anybody like you that made them want to even factor these type of decision making into their life. You know what I'm saying? They thought they was going to just keep meeting the same type of people, keep doing the same thing until they met you. Okay? Now, with whatever this person does for a living, or however they get their finances, I do feel like this person, because they want to be honest and transparent with you, and they don't want to build this foundation that they want to build with you off of lies, I do feel like they are going to be honest with you. They're going to be truthful with you and be like, hey, okay, look, this is what I got going on. Okay, this is what I'm trying to do. I only did this for this, or whatever the case may be here. Okay, because you being this mature woman, you like mature conversations. You like people that go about things in a grown way. You know what I'm saying? So part of that is having those uncomfortable conversations when it comes to bringing clarity as far as something here. Okay? Not just giving like a blanket statement type of response or something like that. So I do feel like a conversation is going to happen between you and this person, but here's that pride, child. Because this person is like, what? How are you doing this to me? You're not even doing anything, collective. Like, it says arrogance, ego, stubborn. I do feel like this is somebody that's very stubborn because, like, again, they're gonna have to lead. It's like that's the ultimatum when it comes to you, collective. They can continue to go through karmic lessons and repeated cycles and deal with the same type of people, but people like you don't come around often. Okay? So it's like you are kind of shifting this stubbornness within this person because, like, you're energetically, your energy, right? You having this angelic energy, you're energetically forcing this person to be a better person. It's not a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like when it comes to past love, they have a really bad taste in their mouth. And it's like, as much as they did not plan on falling in love with you, they could not help but to fall in love with you. They couldn't help it. I don't care how much pride and ego was in the way, how much they intentionally told themselves they didn't care, they didn't want to talk to you, they don't care if they talk to you, they be hurting when they don't talk to you, they be feeling a certain type of way. Okay? I'm hearing, if you get to feeling stressed up in your chest, thinking that you about to lose, baby, it's true. And if you, what you saying? If you losing out on sleep, home worrying about me. If you don't know, now you know you're gonna miss my love. And I ain't worried about a doggone thing, cause I was true when I gave you my love. It's called If by Destiny's Child. Like, this is somebody who really wonders, like, man, what if? Like, what if I was to stop doing this? What if I took the chance to tell collective? Like, they just think of the worst case scenario when it comes to the end effect when it comes to you, instead of thinking of like the what if of the greatest possibilities that can come from it. Like, clearly they see a kid in marriage coming from someone like you. And they don't just think like this about anybody, collective. But that pride and that ego of like really put in the way that they were used to living in the past in order to get this with you. Because look, you got healing energy. I told you, it's giving temperance energy, all about healing and harmony and balance. Like, you bring peace into this person's life. Okay, you can be the type that, you wake up in the morning, you like to meditate before you start the day. And maybe you got this person doing it. Like, if they come over to your crib or if y'all end up living together or whatever, like, you help this person like set the tone in their life. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you calm this person's nervous system. It says releasing, purifying, cleansing. I feel like the more they get involved with you, the more like they won't have this grudge from the past. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like day in and day out, with you just being you and having the energy that you have, you're going to unknowingly prove to this person that when you heal, it gets better. When you don't, you're going to keep pinning that hurt, that pain, the shit that you went through, how other people did you, onto other people before shit even gets started. Not everybody is like who you was used to. And they know this. They know this. But it's like you really are breaking down these barriers around this person's heart. And it's like, it's not that they don't want you to, but it's just like, how did you figure out how to do that? Okay? It says sorrow, loss, grief, depression. It's like, yeah, this person, they do not want to lose you, collective. Like, they, even if y'all not really together, the thought of this person losing you to someone else, or, like, it will really affect them. It will really affect them, because then they will no longer have access to the healing type of energy that you have. Some of you guys got healing hands, okay? Like, or just whenever this person touch you, they hug you or hear your voice. Like, it's just very therapeutic. It's very healing to this person. You like my voice? It turned you on? It's giving that, okay? You can have a real calming voice. Like, I don't know. They just feel like they can listen to you all day. So to not have somebody like that in your life, and like, you know, if you were to experience someone else and them knowing that they did not act on something with you, and you're giving that angelic energy to someone else, like, it's gonna tear them up, because it's like, it's gonna be like, damn, like, will I ever come across somebody that made me feel this way, that was able to break down my barriers? And it's like, this person is really scared though. It's giving, because some on my YouTube, I be watching like, for some reason, like, dogs are always on my YouTube, right? So somebody really could have a dog or something. It's a sense of loyalty I get here. But on some of the videos, I follow some dog pages too, and there will be some dogs that, like, they adopt or get from off the street or something. They're in a cage, and they open the cage up, and the dog is scared. But it was one video I seen where that it was like that, and the lady, she stayed in the cage with him, like, day in and day out, repetitively, until the dog got comfortable to come towards her. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, when that dog went through traumatic shit, and hey Nathan, I'm good. How are you? But when that dog went through so much, you know, chaotic shit, it's kind of hard for them to trust that another human is going to treat them with care. It takes time, it takes patience, it takes repetitive and constant nurturing in order to gain the trust, right? So maybe trust is the thing here with someone. Okay? They could have dealt with people that, you know, they, at one point, they could have been vulnerable with them, and they showed them every reason as to why they should have never been vulnerable with them. So I get it. Okay? So spying here. All right? It says social media information ways. Okay? So yeah, they definitely, that stubbornness, like, when it comes to letting you know, like, how they think about you stays in their head. It's very hard for them to act on it. It's very hard for them to act on it. They'll watch you from a distance, but even, I feel like, when they watch you from a distance, it constantly gives them confirmation of what the hell they're thinking when it comes to you. God, it says social media information ways. So yeah, they watch your social medias, whatever platforms you got. You know, they want to figure out, like, your ways, if like, how you truly are. But I feel like, again, collective, like I said before, your sense of integrity is impeccable. It checks out every fucking time. It checks out. This is somebody that has to make sure they cross all their T's and dot all their I's before they put all their eggs in one basket. Especially when it comes to wanting to have a kid with somebody and marrying them. Like, going out and spending some racks to put a ring on that finger. Okay, so this is somebody who, and the thing is, you know how they say, like, before you get married, you want to experience, you want to see and experience someone in every which way. When they up, when they broke, when they sad, when they depressed, when they happy, when they sad. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would want to see how that person operates. Okay? But with courtship here, it's like you gotta get to being around a motherfucker in order to see that. You have to build something in order to build that sense of closeness, right? So without that, it's like, how are you going to see? You can't tell by social media. You can't tell. But I feel like y'all have a background of like knowing each other though, on a sensual basis, not on like an actual intentional basis. I do feel like you do have sexual healing energy, okay? Because I'm hearing when I get that feeling, sexual healing. That's one way as far as like this person feeling like you were made for them, because it's not just on that basis though. It's like them talking to you, them hugging you, them like seeing you. It goes far beyond the physical touch. Okay? Stressed. It says turbulence, tension, arguments. Yeah, I feel like that's the type of people that they dealt with in the past that just stressed them out. And when you think of sticky notes, like they dealt with somebody who, again, it was very like this person doing everything, and then when it came to the other person remembering things about them, they didn't know. This person likes the fact that you remember shit about them, like whether it's something that they mentioned in the conversation, whether it's what they like on their food, what they don't like on their food, whether it's like what favorite character that they said they liked, or it made me think, because sticky notes are meant for reminders, right? It made me think of this one post that I seen, and I don't know if it was like a dad or something recording it. I forgot what the gist of it was, but the main thing was the girl was dating this guy, and he had a favorite character. So she ended up finding, and I think they were like newly together or something. She ended up finding a stuffed animal of the character that he liked and gave it to him. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing super expensive. It wasn't nothing he had to break his neck for. It was just a sentimental thing of letting someone know, like, hey, I was thinking about you and I remember what you said that you liked. You know? It was something like that. But how this person feels about you, collective, like they want to get you the big things. Like, just because I feel like again, it says you deserve love. They feel like you deserve it. You know, they could have went all out for some. I feel like that this person is naturally a giver. With this past person that could have stressed them out, they was always arguing with and shit like that, I feel like they used to go all out for this person. They could have dealt with somebody who was very manipulative too. You know, start arguments with them, make them feel like they in the wrong, and be like, okay, well, to make me feel better, I need a Chanel bag. And then this motherfucker go and buy a damn Chanel bag, and now magically they're all better now. Like, yeah. I'm hearing what I need from you is understanding. Like, this is somebody that just really wants somebody to understand them. And for me to get that SZA song, Nobody Gets Me, like, you understand this person. You understand them. And I feel like when it came to that past person that this person dealt with, they started to understand that person too. Like, oh yeah, I get it. I understand. In order for you to be happy, you just want to drain my pockets. You just want to, you know what I'm saying? They started to see the repeated patterns. You know what I'm saying? It was like deja vu. It's just like, damn, every time you get into it, I got to get you this. I got to get you that. I got to spend this in order to make you not happy. I mean, make you happy again. Like, damn. You know, they was dealing with a motherfucker that didn't even really care to get to the gist of the problem. Just as long as they got them whatever shit that they wanted, they didn't care. They was happy because they was gonna do that shit again in order to pull whatever else that they can pull from out of this motherfucker. Like, grimy. Playing with somebody's heart and their pockets. People don't understand that shit come back on you. But that whoever that person is stressed them out. It was just like, you know, instead of getting to the gist of the sorry, I'm laughing at that. I'm sorry. Instead of getting to he's so stupid. Instead of getting to the gist of the problem, you know what I'm saying? Wanting to talk about the problem, this is somebody that'll be like, well, did you remember to get my Shino back? Well, did you remember to put gas in my car? Did you remember to? It's just like very selfish. They birthday. But this is the type of person that they dealt with that want them to remember everything that they said that they was gonna do, but they wasn't even acting ways to even be deserving of that shit. Oh Lord. Yeah, withdrawn. Somebody here started to get the picture when it came to who they was dealing with. They started to get the picture, single, lonely, solitary. It's like, man, after they detached from whoever that stressful ass energy was, it was just like, I feel better. I don't have to remember to do 1,000,001 things for a motherfucker that wouldn't even think to do one thing for me. Like, this could be somebody that likes to go to the beach. Like, they like their solitude. And that's so funny because I always say, like, for me to be in the next relationship, as much as I love me and I love my peace, it's like you are not going to be competing with another dude. You're going to be competing with my solitude. Can I enjoy comfortable silence with you? I don't like to argue. I don't like to go back and forth. I like to talk about shit. I like to get to the root of it. And I like for us, if it's possible, for us to move on. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can agree to disagree. But, yeah, somebody here, they like being by themselves. Like, with trapped energy, they could have been dealing with somebody who could have been trying to trap them. I see Chow here. You know what I'm saying? So they could have been trying to deal with somebody that trapped them with a child because they have finances or things like that. Looking at this person like they was a lick. You gotta be careful. You got who you have kids with, for real. For real, because if they in that type of, if they always want to argue and fight and things like that, like, just imagine when y'all have kids. Like, your kids is a replica. They're like, you're the first example that they see as far as how to operate as a human being. The first example. As they get older, you know, they're going to either hold on to those things and that becomes a part of them, or they are going to want to change to never be like those things. It's up to you on which side you represent as to what your child will mirror, or who you choose for your child to mirror. Okay, if somebody have a kid, whoever this person is that want to have a kid with you, they want them to look just like you. They want them to look just like you. Or y'all can look alike. I don't know. Somebody like, I want my kids to have they eyes. I want them to have they skin tone, they cheeks, they they head. Okay. But somebody, like, in the midst of them becoming single or like just detaching themselves from people that has caused them stress, they think about you because you have this healing energy. Like, as they sitting there at the beach by themselves, they like, damn, I wish Collective was here. Like, it would be perfect if Collective was here with me. We wouldn't be arguing. We wouldn't be going back and forth. We'll be vibing. Like somebody misses your energy. They miss your presence. They miss your presence. Yeah, they want a second chance. Because again, this person could have been dealing with this other energy while they was dealing with you. You know, like maybe you was, again, like their safe place, right? They was trapped in another situation. They met you, you know, they had this healing, you had this healing energy, so it was like a vacation away from the bullshit. But now that this person could be no longer dealing with this other energy, you know, they're like, again, what if? Like, what if I was to really, like, take this situation seriously instead of fucking around, instead of playing games, instead of, you know what I'm saying? That's what they feel. Somebody could like to gamble with the dice here, okay? Or maybe they used to shoot dice back in high school. I remember the boys used to do that. But it says reconciliation, making amends, opportunity, okay? But even just looking at opportunity, they know that gaining another opportunity to meet someone like you is very rare, especially for how, like, the standard that they hold for the type of person that they want to marry and have kids with. Like, it's very rare for this person, okay, let me say that again, it's very rare for this person to look at people in that way. It's very rare. They wouldn't mind being kidless and just keep fucking around and just whatever. I mean, part of them, they would, but it ain't that serious, depending on the pics that they done had, right? But they feel like you're very rare. So they like, man, what does dice say? It's a 3, 5, that's 8. So my birthday can be in August. 8, 9. Somebody's birthday could be in September, December, March. That could be significant. As I'm looking at the numbers on the dice. You're very rare, collective. Sometimes some people just don't be understanding that they're talking to an earth angel. It ain't until you experience them. It isn't until, you know, you come in contact with one to where you get that feeling of like, you're really angelic. Somebody's name could be Angela or Angelica. but the energy that I get from the person that stresses them out is like Angelica, like a bully energy. Like you don't want to leave your kids around it. You don't want to leave your kids around it, Angelica, okay? No, sirree, Bob. Okay, somebody's name could be Bob. Look at that intimacy. This is another key point too, though, right? Because like I said, you guys could have, there's different levels of intimacy. Even if you experience this person on a sensual level, it's like you just even, oh, see, on your birthday's in March, it's coming up. Even you just being around this person, being goofy, you know what I'm saying? Like, they just like that because you bring a certain type of tone into this person's life, especially when it comes to the opposite sex, where it's not just give and no take, or arguing, or just want to pick a fight, or got an attitude, or, you know, it's like this person can just sit and chill with you and y'all can really vibe. Okay, you can like to read books. You can be very smart. Somebody can be street and book smart. Okay, and listen, it ain't your booty, it's your beauty. Okay, it is your booty too, though. Beauty, it says charming, graceful, kind-hearted. Okay, listen. Just because you pretty don't mean you gotta act all stuck up and bitchy and shit like that. And this is what this person like about you too, because maybe they could have prejudged you, okay? You know how they say, never trust a big booty in a smell? They can trust yours. Somebody definitely likes going to the beach, okay? I feel like this person's way to escape, get a peace of mind, okay? Think about your emotions when you go. So it says avoiding, blocking, pushing away. This could be why this person wanted a second chance with you, because I feel like they were still involved with someone that they could have possibly wanted to. Yeah, I see commitment at the bottom of the deck. They want to marry you, child. But like they were still attached. I feel like this person was still attached to someone that did not deserve love, but they kept trying to give it to him. You know, like it was easy. They didn't have to court this person, or I feel like whoever they dealt with accepted the bare minimum of them. So they didn't really have to do much work to keep him around. And at one point, maybe this person did want to have kids with them, did want to have, marry them. It could have been a long term thing that just went sour. Okay? Somebody has a sour taste or something. Yeah. If you pick up what I'm putting down. But, it's one of them like, oh, you so pretty, but what's going on? But, yeah. Like, whereas, crazy how the tables turn here, right? Because I'm getting at when this person was involved with this other person for whatever reason, they were avoiding you. You know what I'm saying? Because again, like, they knew the feelings that you. So because they may have been trying to bet on another situation working out, they pushed you away. But now that this person has like outgrown this other energy and is looking for depth, substance, something that is healing and not so much problematic, I feel like they feel as though now you are the one that's pushing them away or avoiding them. And I get you though, because for you to be in this healing energy, you can be a healer. Um, you don't want somebody, you don't want to invite somebody into your life that is going to, if they have not healed or they're so used to toxicity, you don't want to invest into someone who is going to cause you backs, especially after you did everything that you needed to do to heal properly from dealing with toxic people and toxic relationships. If you even get a hint of it, you're not doing it. You're not doing it. So part of this as to how this person will try and make things right with you is this clarity. I do feel like they want to tell you the truth. Like I'm here and say the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help me God. Like, I don't know if somebody could have went to jail or something like that. It's given like swearing in. Somebody could have got like a courthouse wedding or something like that for a small few of you. It's giving like a quick wedding, not even a wedding. It's just like, I don't know. Somebody can have kids with someone. Some of you guys, not for the main person whose energy I'm speaking on. But it's giving like, You know how they say like the evil twin, like they have two people that like look alike, but it's like one is the pure hearted and then one is like the evil twin. Like whoever they dealt with was like giving evil twin energy in comparison to you. You can favor someone that they used to talk to, whoever this toxic person was. Because it's making me think of, you remind me of a girl that I once knew. See your face whenever I look at you. Wouldn't believe all of the things she put me through. This is why I just can't get with you. It's giving that. It's giving that. Okay. I want to clarify some of this confusion because I feel like that's what's going on. You like, well, if they want all of this with me, then what is the? I don't understand. Ooh, I don't understand. The High Priestess. I was trying to shuffle and the cards just went every damn where. Hold on, let me get it together. But I did see the High Priestess. So like you could be very spiritual. You can feel it, you know, maybe you never had like concrete evidence that they were with somebody, but based off of how they was treating you, you could have been like, yeah, it gotta be somebody else. If not me, then who? The moon at the bottom of the deck, it could have been hidden, you know? So like you and this person having the romantic feelings here, it's like, why run away from that? Why escape from that? Why push me away? Like, what's the deal? Hold on, y'all. My cards is all jibble, jabble, jabble. Hold on. Hold up, slow up. Okay. So what's the escaping for? What's this escape energy when it comes to this person? Why did they push you away? I feel like your energy is very intense, collective. Like, almost to the point to where if they were dealing with someone else, it would be noticeable that this person was dealing with you to the other person. Like, you cause this person to like move differently. It's very noticeable. So they like, yeah, I can't be around you because then when they were with this other person, you know, they was thinking about you. They was thinking about you, and they's like, what's wrong? They be like, nothing. Whole time they like, man, I wonder what Collective is doing. I want to talk to Collective. Sheesh. Sheesh Louise. Okay, Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. The reason why I feel like you could have been, like, now you're avoiding this person because they were slow to commit. With the Knight of Pentacles, they were slow to offer some type of commitment, some type of courtship, some type of something that was going to lead somewhere. Okay? But with the Hermit, I feel like you treating this person the way that you've been treating them, or you avoiding them, has caused them to do the inner work. Because why, like, you wouldn't feel a way if the angel didn't want to kick it with you, didn't want to see you, didn't want to be with you. It will cause you to look at yourself like, damn, what did I do? But I feel like confusion is what this person brought you. Yeah, it says heart fog. Mixed signals, blocked emotions, messed up. Okay, and here's the apology. In order to gain your forgiveness, I feel like this person is going to they're going to be honest with you, Collective. They're going to be honest with you. They feel like it's no other way to go about it when it comes to you. Like, especially with the High Priestess coming out, you're very spiritual. So it's like, you already feel it. So it's like this person might as well just tell you the truth. I feel like you would respect them more if they were truthful with you, other than coming with bullshit as to why they've been avoiding you. When y'all know y'all got, you know what I'm saying, romantic feelings towards each other. Like, why run away from love? It's making me think of, Two of Pentacles, because this person could have been juggling two forms of commitment. Like, you know, this other person that they could have dealt with for a long time in you. You could have been the new person. So it's just like, do I stay and try and fight to keep this other situation going and just deal with the stress and the bullshit and the arguing and shit like that? Or do I take a leap of faith and try love elsewhere? Part of the reason why with this person is like the fear of starting all over with someone only to end up right in the same position that they were in with this other energy. But when it came to your love, y'all know that one reel? Let me see if I can find it. He said, "Why are you running?" Oh my God, the shit my mind goes to. I wish like, I wish the shit that be coming to my mind could just, like, the clip can just show on the screen so y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Look.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
When this when this person got a hold of how your energy is, how healing you are, they was scared because it's like, I ain't never felt that shit before. They're like, don't touch me. And you like, what? Why are you running? Why are you running? Oh, that's some funny shit, man. The death card. You are causing this person to go through a transformation. Okay? Oh, that shit is hilarious. But listen, with this past life energy, I do feel like what they want from you, it's just causing them to put an end towards like accepting bullshit from people and labeling it as love or labeling it as something they gotta stay in, a commitment. Like, it's very possible to be in a, not to say that commitments, relationships don't have their ups and downs, but when you're with somebody who is mature, y'all gonna know how to talk about that shit, address it, have understanding, hear both sides of why the other person feels the way that they feel, and work on being and doing better. You know what I'm saying? A healthy relationship where there's healthy communication. But when you're dealing with somebody who does not know how to have that and they're so used to just being combative and argumentative, then that's what you're going to get. A motherfucker that stresses you out. Because let's get on, what's stress? Yep, Two of Swords. I'm telling you, like, this, whoever this person dealt with, they heavily contemplated on, do I want to stay in this bullshit just because of how long I've known this person or all the memories we done had and it's just toxic? Or do I want to be with somebody where there's no history of that and I work on myself so it won't get that way like it did with the other person? What was the decision made? Four of Pentacles. I feel like that ties in with the Hermit. This is somebody that's like, I'll choose myself. But the reason why they chose themselves, because Four of Pentacles speaks of finances, right? Stay with me. Ooh, the Hierophant came out. That's another higher level of commitment card. Because that's what they want. But listen, Four of Pentacles speaks of finances, right? Holding close to your finances and things like that. What you value. The way that this person came to an understanding when it came to this decision that needed to be made was holding back their finances from whoever this other person is to see if they love them beyond that. Because like I always say, people will fall in love with your heart and not your hand. I mean, your hand and not your heart. So when this person started to play the game of like, okay, well, in order to make you happy, you want that. Well, I'm not able to do that. I don't got it. Then they got to see how much motherfucker really love and care about them. All they had to do was to not spend on this person anymore. Because what does it say with finances and career? It says financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. They don't want to. The person they dealt with didn't want to know. They didn't want to know how deep their love was for them. They wanted to know how deep their pockets was. And evidently, it stopped at the expense of them not being able to spend on them. It's like, damn, you don't want to, you know what I'm saying? They could deal with somebody that always want to go here, always want to do this, always want to do that. It's like, damn, you don't want to chill? You don't want to just go somewhere where we don't got to spend 100 something, 200 something plus for a tab for us to vibe? Like, damn. Ace of Pentacles, Eight of Cups. Exactly. If they did not have the finances, what the other energy do? Walk away. They got up out of there. They wasn't willing to stick around through thick and thin, especially if it was going to be on some marriage type shit that this person may have wanted with them in the past. If they didn't have it to give to them, when they wanted it and how they wanted it. But again, who they dealt with was a very selfish person. Like, let's clock it. What type of energy did this person that they dealt with have? Page of Cups. They don't got shit to fucking offer. When they're in the wrong, because Page of Cups is like an apology. When they're in the wrong, all they got is an apology to offer. I'm sorry. But how they make this person apologize? Well, can you buy me this? Well, can you do this? Can you do that? That shit crazy, bro. The sun, that started to get illuminated. Because this person is like, well, shit. You know what I'm saying? When you wrong and I throw out shit, it's very like tit for tat. That ain't how love is, bruh. Lord. So maybe this is why this person want a second chance. Like, I don't know if they could have mirrored certain ways that they went, or the certain ways that happened with this past person. Because what second chance? What happened here? Ten of Pentacles. So it's clear that they want something long-term with you. The Devil. They know that their ways prevented them from having this long-term stability with you. But I feel like this devil energy is from whoever they were dealing with prior to you. Like, Lord. But on the flip note, with the Ten of Pentacles and the Devil here, like they really want to have something long-term with you for real. It's just a lot of unlearning and relearning that this person has to go through, as you did, right? Before you got to this place of being healed and exuding the type of energy that you had to go through hell and high water with the situations you went through with certain people that taught you to be this way. We don't always grow at the same pace, but acknowledging the fact that I feel like you understand, like, again, you just understand this person. Like, you know the damage of a toxic relationship and the effects that it has on you and on people. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. But when you do have a lover that has went through it and handles themselves differently than what they are used to, it helps them unlearn and relearn by just simply being associated with you. Because again, you don't operate how the past person did. Like, they can really see you in, like, you're yeah, collective. They recognize you as a very healed person, even when it comes to their shenanigans. Okay. You go about things in a mature way in comparison to who they dealt with before. Okay. What's beauty? So let's speak on you. Oh, look at that. The star, the tower. Remember those walls I built? Well, baby, they're tumbling down. They didn't even put up a fight. They didn't even make a sound. I'm trying to tell you, collective. Your healing energy, because the star speaks of healing energy, it broke down those barriers that this person had around their heart. 7 of Cups, that's that confusion, because they like, what? How did you do that? Like, you know what I'm saying? These is copper and titanium and vibranium. They didn't use everything strong to make sure that nobody ever gets that close. And your energy within itself had seeped through all of that. It seeped through all of that, collective. I feel like also too with the star energy here, like you're everything that this person wished for. And I feel like that's what could have scared them too, because like, you know how I'm hearing, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. Like, while they could have been dealing with this other person, they could have been manifesting, hoping and praying like, man, I pray that I meet somebody that I could actually see myself having kids with, marriage with, and then here you come. And they wasn't ready. But that was this person's way out of showing them, like, you have somebody here that you done prayed for. And you know what I'm saying? Do you want to stay in this fucked up situation? Or do you want to be with collective? At the time, I just feel like this person just was not ready. But, you know, they definitely recognized you for who you were. The more that they became associated with you. Give me some more on beauty. Yeah, 7 of Cups, 2 of Wands. Like, I'm trying to tell you, like, you really confused this person as to, like, how you really got them thinking about a future. Because again, collective, it's very rare for this person to come across people that they feel like they want to really include in their world like that. Okay, Temperance. I'm trying to tell you, there's that Earth Angel energy. Okay. For real. For real, for real, collective. I guess you showed them. Okay. It says emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment, okay? And like I said, it's just a lot of unlearning and relearning when it comes to that person, okay? Friendship. Nurture the bond of friendship within your relationship, and your love life will drastically improve, okay? I feel like this person is going to want to take it slow, okay? Because I'm hearing take it slow. Oh, it's time to take it slow. Because some of y'all, like I said, y'all got together on a sensual basis. That could have, could have happened fast, right? But this is somebody who wants to kind of rewind and go back to like courtship. Like, okay, let's actually go on a date. Like, let's actually get to, understanding each other. Because they feel like they can be themselves around you. But I don't feel like they showed themselves as like being comfortable around you. Okay, but the passion is there. Okay. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Okay, enjoy it. Somebody just wants to enjoy your company. They want to have you around because, again, they like having you around. Okay, even if y'all not on that sensual tip, like this is somebody that just really just wants. I'm hearing just kicking it. Kick off your shoes and relax your feet. Just kicking, just because they feel free when they're around you. Okay, they don't feel like you got them on a leash or, it says there is nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. All right, I feel like this person. They could have been, they could have been putting their own self in the path towards, like, again, with this escaping energy and stuff like that. Like, they were standing in their own way is what I want to say. But the path is clear. They know how they feel about you. Okay. Transformation. Yeah, that's what that death card is. It says your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. Okay. So, collective, understand that you are meant to be in this person's life for a reason. Okay? Like they're going to help you transform in certain ways that maybe you didn't think that you needed to transform in. I feel like it's going to test your patience a lot too. But also, I feel like you are going to be an asset in this person's life when it comes to helping them transform as well. Okay? So, understand that this person sees you, collective. Like you stick out like a sore thumb when it comes to the type of person that they want to be with for a long time. Okay? But that conversation, that moment of honesty and clarity will happen. Because, like I said, for this person to want something long term with you, they want to make sure they started off with that. You know what I'm saying? They don't want shit to come up later down the line and it's going to be like, well, why didn't you tell me? You know what I'm saying? So understand the reason why this person is taking this route to even open up and let you know about what could have been going on is because they want to start off on the right foot. You know what I'm saying? When you're dating, when you're not in a relationship, also taking consideration that, there's no title there. But with this person wanting to come clean and let you know, just gives you a better understanding on why there were certain gray areas in y'all's building towards a relationship. Okay? So, collective, if this message resonated with you, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Put that bell on so you know when your girl is dropping the tea and when it's hot. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace, y'all.